Hello and welcome to the wondrous and extremely well-written world of Twilight, the novel that's been making preteen girls in a tizzy about vampires and werewolves. What is it all about? Why is the series of books and movies so popular? What even happens? Well, don't you worry, we're going to save you hours of wasted time reading a vampire love story by giving you the cliff notes of these stories.
The story of the first book, Twilight, starts with Bella Swan, the most average, uninteresting girl to ever exist, moving to Forks, Washington, to live with her father while her mother travels with her new husband to watch him play minor league baseball.
Despite being shy, average-looking, and all-around boring, she attracts a lot of attention and causes a vampire named Edward to begin to fall in love with her.
Edward reveals a dark secret about his vampire self, something he hesitates to tell Bella because of its sheer terribleness. The terrible secret that only happens when Edward is out in the sun.
Now, if you know anything about vampires, you know that being in the sun causes them to burst into flames, which could put some pressure on a relationship. But his terrible fault? He sparkles in sunlight.
Yeah. Now let me put this in perspective for you. Edward is hundreds of years old. He's made out to be absolutely perfect looking, ridiculously attractive, and apparently has nothing better to do than be in a relationship with an average, unspectacular 17-year-old girl. Also, he sparkles in the sun.
That's like taking an undying, unaging Brad Pitt, giving him superpowers, and covering him in glitter. A young girl's dreams come true.
So, a bunch of other unimportant stuff happens. We learn that Edward and his clan don't drink human blood, but animal blood. How convenient.
So this guy James, another vampire, finds out that Edward is in a relationship with a human. James, for the sole purpose of being a scumbag, decides, hey, I think I want to kill her. So James bites Bella's hand and Edward kills the sparkles out of him, and he sucks the vampire poison from Bella's hand. Awesome.
This brings us to New Moon. Essentially, Edward breaks up with Bella to protect her, and she deals with it in the most healthy way possible.
She goes into a near comatose state of depression and does dangerous thrill-seeking activities because it makes her hear Edward's voice in her head.
Just like a normal person.
She then befriends a werewolf, Jacob, who doesn't like wearing shirts much.
Edward hears that Bella killed herself, so he goes to Italy, where there's a group of vampires that can kill him. So Bella somehow gets to Italy from Forks, Washington, and stops him. But she's faced with the ultimatum: become a vampire or get killed.
Quickening up the pace in Eclipse, Edward and Bella get engaged. An army of vampires are killing people, and a bunch of teenage romantic stuff happens. A large-scale battle between the bad vampires and the good vampires that are backed up by a wolf pack happens, and good wins, of course. And the book ends on an incredible and extremely well-written revelation to the love triangle of Edward, Bella, and Jacob. I love you, but I love Edward more! Genius.
In the final book, Bella gets pregnant because somehow an undead man with no blood flow can still get a rise and have sex.
The baby grows stupidly quick because it's a demon baby, and while being born, it breaks several of Bella's bones, including her spine, and they rip open her stomach with a knife. Holy what?
To make things weirder, some plot device special ability that werewolves have makes Jacob fall in love with Bella's demon baby. The baby's name? Renesmee. Yeah.
To save Bella's life while giving birth, Edward turns her into a vampire, and they live happily ever after. I hope you enjoyed the summarization of the Twilight plot. I just saved you hours of suffering through this hormonal teenage drama crap. You're welcome. Schwarg!